Alright, it's Paul here again. I wanted to couple this video with the first one that I took. There's been a lot of posts in the last about different types of shooting, different methods of shooting. Some people think one way is the right way and the other way is all the devil and wrong, but in my mind, if you can hit the target where you want to hit the target, the method that you use and the way you go about it, hey, that's your business. And if you're in competition, if you're within the rules, shoot. Don't be scared to sit home because you might get ridiculed about the way you shoot. It's okay. As long as your results are what you want, do it. Don't worry about what other people say. Me, I am a controlled process shot. I have done this by way of Mr. Joel Turner, Shot IQ. And that's just basically it. I could not be where I am today if I haven't or couldn't have gained control by way of a shot process and gaining control of the mental side of my shot. I do not believe that everyone has the same mind as everyone else. Your mind works in a different way. Your mind works in such a way that it's particular to you in the things and the way you do it. And it has no difference whether you're shooting a gun, shooting a bow, riding a bike, or writing an essay in school. I can't go about the same ways of getting stuff done as the way you might do it. So I have to find the way that helps me. And I think this controlled process shooting by way of mechanoreceptive triggers that Mr. Joel teaches is the new way, or is the new age. And it's gonna bring about a lot of good competition within the archery community. Maybe some of the old timers don't like it, but guess what? Sometimes change is scary. You either change with it or you get left behind. So that said, I'm not going to go into the science behind doing what I do. I'm just going to show you how I shoot. If you want to know the science behind it, go sign up for Joel's class. It'd be as much money as we spend on bow and arrows and equipment. That little bit of money that it costs to take Joel's class is a drop in the bucket to gain perfect control of your shot. Go give it a check it out. Go to his YouTube channel. Watch a couple of his videos and just see and make an educated decision. Is it going to help me? I think it will. For some of them people that are minded like me, that your mind is going 90 miles an hour, you're not calm in your mind. I wish I could have a microphone in my ear when I've got a bow at full draw, or back in the past had a bow at full draw, to hear how the subconscious was just rattling off about when to shoot that arrow. It was pathetic. And with Joel's help, I've been able to quiet that thing down because I gave it jobs to do. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not going to step anywhere close to how to do it or what to do. I'll show you how I shoot, and then you make your decision. Go visit Joel. And then my next goal is to start watching Mr. Tom Clum Sr. and learning the biomechanics of it, because I'm sure that my biomechanics aren't exactly what they need to be, and they could be better. And I think that's what's going to elevate my shot to the next level. But before anything else, you have to get control of your shot. And I've seen a lot of people posting about control, people that I never would have thought. You've got guys that have transferred over from instinctive to slightly an aiming method, and combine the two with great success. And that's kind of what I do. How I approach my shot is I'll pick a spot on my target. I know how far under I need to hold my arrow, which is the gap. And then I burn a hole into my spot, and I let my peripheral vision, or my split vision, or whatever you want to call it, set my tip of my arrow. And I never really concentrate on the tip of the arrow, but I know in my mind what that sight picture is supposed to look like for different yardages. So my method of shooting, yardage estimation is pretty critical. And I found this out by way of doing 3D. I'm telling you, if you shoot my way, if you don't get your yardage right, depending on the arrow setup that you shoot, if you're shooting a heavier arrow, yardage estimation is very critical. Within 3 yards of being wrong, you might miss a 3D target from 27 to 30. On my lighter comp setup, I've got a window from 15 to 25. So it's a whole lot better with a lighter arrow setup, but it doesn't necessarily make a good hunting setup. So with my hunting rig, I know from 0 to 15, it looks a certain way, and from 15 to 20, it looks a certain way. And then after 20, it starts changing a little bit at a time from 25 to 30 with a point on a 30. So this is my shot, long and short. I do a feather in the nose. I'll pick my spot, I'll look at my spot, I'll draw my bow. My suggestion, or which helps me, so you can try it out. I see a lot of guys draw a bow and do this. They'll draw a bow and then they'll tuck into the string. Now come here. That doesn't do anything for me except mess my alignment up. It messes my up and downs up because it changes my head level. I know what my shot looks like from an erect position, head straight, and I'll draw my bow and pull everything in to my face. Everything, bow arm, string. You won't see my head move much at all. So I'll draw back. And I'll just pull through. Everything to my face. If I try to start ducking my head down or doing all this, sometimes when you get tired, or when I get tired, I'll start leaning. I'll start leaning back a little bit, or I'll draw back and lean back. That changes things too. Try to stay in a perfect line. You want to tee your body straight, your arrow and arm, as best as I know, straight from your elbow right straight through your arrow, and then execute your shot. To gain control of a shot and to know how to do it is the most exciting thing I've ever learned in archery. My last arrow. Take you down there and show you this group. And it's about an 18-yard group, and I had one arrow bounce out of the middle. But this is 18 controlled shot, 18 yards controlled shot, 3 arrows. This one bounced out somewhere right in there. Look, I'm telling you, stop struggling with your shot. Get in touch with Joel Turner. Get in touch with Tom Clum Sr. And I'm telling you, the Push Archery podcast page is a very good advocate for getting it done and getting it done right. They're supportive of an out-of-the-box concept of thinking about how to shoot and execute a shot, and I love that. It's helped me more than anything else. We are not robots. We are not machines. We are not made the same. Shoot a shot that you can control mentally and physically, and you'll be in the bullseye. Y'all shoot straight, and God bless.